Yeah, here we go now. Yeah, here we go now. Play with us before we melt. Everybody enjoy yourself. The best part in the middle of me. I'm your sponge, baby, going and squeeze. I'm better than pillow.
So, yesterday, for my 20th birthday, I went and saw the Spongebob movie, Sponge Out of Water. And no, not in 3D. Also, in advance, I want to apologize for this blemish. Don't ask, quite frankly. So yeah, I saw it, and yeah, yesterday I turned 20. Yeah! In case you didn't know that, I'm just gonna let that absorb into you. So, unlike my regular reviews where I go over the story, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I liked, what I didn't like, and whether or not it's a good movie. And I'm also gonna say whether or not I think it's better than the first movie, but because I was asked about this on Twitter, and I think I should address it in this video too. So, what I like. Well, I loved the animation. Both the hand-drawn animation and also the CGI. I know, okay, the 2D animation. Okay, this day and age, how many anime movies in the last 5 years have had a hand-drawn animation? But I can only think of one that came out in theaters, Winnie the Pooh. Did that come out in 2010? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, the animation industry is basically dominated by CGI, and it's nice to see hand-drawn animation in, well, movies again. Sure, it's for SpongeBob, but hey, it's better than nothing. As for the CGI, I was still skeptical about it going into the theater, and, you know, it actually works for what they went with, especially in the fight scenes, though the fight scenes, there's not that much destruction, though it makes sense, especially since this doesn't exactly have the budget that the Avengers would have, or any other anything else like Transformers. I mean, it's only a $74 million budget, yeah. That's actually $40 million more than the first movie. Oh, and by the way, this movie has a better percent rating on Rotten Tomatoes than the first movie. Rotten Tomatoes rated the first SpongeBob movie 68%. This one, I think it's at 75% now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I love the animation, both 2D and 3D. What else? Antonio Banderas was very funny as Burger Beard. It's also great. And the jokes were pretty good, though there were some toilet jokes in there, which, I mean, they don't really distract that much from the movie, but, you know, they're still there, though. SpongeBob does make fun of one, like, does point, that's gross, dude. Some of the parts in it, I'm not gonna try and not spoil that much, and this is little to no spoilers, but when SpongeBob's with Plankton and they see this dolphin named Bubbles, and also all the other places that they went together, that was funny. I'm not gonna say what they did because keep trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. And also the conversion when they're able to breathe air. Yes, they have this dolphin named Bubbles. It's explained in the movie. Bubbles is this god, essentially. And he grants the characters the ability to breathe air, though with Sandy, it's a bit redundant since, well, she already breathes air, but I digress. Also, when they're small and they're in our world, it kind of reminded me of Toy Story, because there are little things moving around with big objects, and also when they're riding the bike, it gave me kind of a Toy Story impression, which I approve of. I'm a huge Toy Story fan. Toy Story is my favorite movie of all time, and my favorite franchise. Yeah, suck it, Star Wars. Yeah, I also like that Sandy played a bigger part in this movie. Now, one complaint that I have, and I know other people have, I know my friend Gem99 show on YouTube, didn't like the fact that the first movie lacked Sandy. This movie fixes that problem, and they use her to their advantage. Now, the stuff I didn't like, the story, there's not much explanation. If you've seen the trailers, you know how Antonio Banderas needs this book, and whatever he writes in it, he can basically do whatever the fuck he wants. Well, they don't really explain the book's powers. I mean, you're just supposed to accept it. I mean, it was guarded by a living skeleton, but I mean, some explanation would have been nice. I mean, it's not like the first movie with Neptune. I mean, we already knew how Neptune was in the show, but Antonio Banderas, we don't know who this character is, and you know, we learn more about his character later on, but the book, it would have been nice if we got a little bit more background. And also another thing, the story feels, at the beginning at least, the story doesn't feel that well put together because, oh, and also there's talking seagulls in this movie. The show had talking seagulls, though it was in Pressure, but that was only for a gag. Yeah, having talking, and also the CGI on the seagulls isn't that good, if I'm honest. So yeah, the story's disjointed at the beginning because, well, you know, the book, it has everything written in it, which, like I said, it would have been nice to have explained that. And it's, well, it's Burger Beer basically reading the story, but then after that, you know, all the chaos ensues, everything's Mad Max. I mean, and then when SpongeBob and Plankton do a bunch of stuff, you know, it's back to reading and just, I don't know, just something just doesn't feel right. Now, what I think of this overall, I like this movie. Yeah. There's probably a bunch of you surprised. You probably thought I would hate it, but no, I liked it. And they also had a song, Teamwork. Trying hard to be everything is awesome in the Lego movie, but I think Squeeze Me by Nerd was a lot better. And it's also the song made specifically for this movie. So yeah, I liked it. I would recommend anyone would watch it. It's more for people that already know SpongeBob. Let's be honest. This movie, even the first movie, that was for people that were already into SpongeBob. I mean, if you were looking at it, you know, introduce you to the show, that's not what they were made for. They were just made for the fans, pretty much. Now, is it better than the first movie? No. The first movie, the story is better constructed. It doesn't have to explain nearly as much as this new one because, well, it's already stuff we know, like King Neptune and whatnot. But this is still very enjoyable. So, yeah, that is my review of the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. Remember to like, subscribe, any of that stuff, and I will see you guys later. And next time you see me on camera, I will be sure to try and get rid of this. But only time will tell. Bye!
Dang, dang, diggy dang, everybody in the rain, tell me shine like a chain.